Take a look at this. This is Browns and Bears offensive comparisons over the last 3 games. So points per game, Bears 22, that's 18th. Browns 21, that's 21st. Yards per game, Bears 329, Browns 328. Yards per play, Bears 4.8, Browns 4.6. Turnovers per game, Bears 1. That's tied for 6th best. Browns 2.3 penalties. Bears 5.7. Browns 7.7. So you get the idea. The Bears offense has been coming together. They've won 3 of their last 4. Browns have struggled a little bit. Having said that, when you look at this, what areas do you think the Browns try to exploit against the Bears coming up?
Justin Fields holds the ball on average 3.2 seconds. That's what they're going to exploit. They're going to try to get into that young man's face. They're going to try to pressure him. They're going to try to get a ton of sacks. And if they do that, they will be successful, right? If you give the Bears a ton of time, you give Justin Fields a ton of time, you let him be comfortable, feel like it's Ohio State back there, he can throw it. We've seen it in Columbus, right? He can sling that thing. He like the best of them. But when you start to create that chaos, that's where you start to see the bad Justin Fields decisions be made. And you have the kind of athletes on this defense with JOK to be able to catch up with him if he tries to run and escape through the perimeter. So that's what it's going to come down to. I know I sound like a broken record every week, but it's about pressure. It's always about pressure. But this week more than ever, because you have a quarterback in here who holds the ball about 0.6 of a second longer than the last 3 quarterbacks you've played, where you haven't had that many sacks.
Now, the one thing is he does buy time with his legs, and he is athletic, and he's a big, strong kid. So you get to him, you better get him down. What does it look like? The other thing is, and we say this every week, the Bears have had 11 turnovers the last 3 games. The Browns still have the most turnovers in the NFL. So that you got to start there.
And they still turn that ball over. Had 3 of them last week. So, they got to figure out a way to get rid of those turnovers. Like every once in a while, Joe Flacco's going to throw you a turnover because he ain't trying to get hit, right? Like that's what that interception was to Cedric Tillman, where he just kind of threw it, hoping that Cedric would be in the spot because he was trying to avoid a hit. That's his play style. It's kind of how he's always played, and that's fine. You'll just live with that with Joe Flacco at this point. But the fumbles, right? That's got to go away. You can't continue to have these fumbles. That's really where the point of emphasis has to be, is stopping the fumbles, because your defense is getting those turnovers now. You just fumbling the ball and turn it over way too much.
All right, before I let you go, what does this game look like if the Browns get a win and move to 9-5? How do you get a path to a Browns win?
Hey, man, Justin Fields is young, and he holds the ball, right? And it's different with the veteran, right? Because a veteran might be able to know how to move around and maneuver that a little bit better. But if you get a young guy running away, he's not thinking about how he's going to get that ball downfield. He's thinking about, oh, my goodness, is that really Myles Garrett? Like, that's where he's at. That's where both of those guys are in the program. Remember the first time Justin Fields played Myles Garrett? Myles Garrett went to the Pro Bowl off of that one performance alone. So I'm pretty sure that's on Myles' mind. And I know that's on Justin Fields' mind, okay? So that's where it starts. You want Justin Fields thinking about 9-5 early in this game. You want to get 9-5 isolated. You want him in the middle of the field. And I would even just call fake plays, acting like 9-5 about to do the whole basketball thing, just to scare Justin Fields. Like, just get Justin Fields to remember, hey, remember him? Yeah, that's 9-5. He's on this team, and I think if you can get pressure while having that factor in there, you're going to force Justin Fields into a couple mistakes.
Yeah, 9 sacks the Browns had, and Myles Garrett had 4.5 of them. That was the first year, 3rd game of Justin Fields' rookie season.